Welcome back to Plan Voodoo, Season 43, Episode 4 recap. I'm your host, Derek. Joining me as always is my co-host, Alex.
Sorry about this episode, dude.
Why?
Your team is dismantled right now. I've become very powerful in this.
You have a few strong players.
You don't have any. Except maybe Cody. Maybe.
We'll see.
Maybe.
We'll see.
Who are you thinking besides Cody?
Honestly, the merge will tell all.
Yeah, we'll see the real contenders. This is the thing with this season is because it seems like there is no clear front runner for who's going to win in the Edgy community. I think Carla is probably getting away with most of it, but Jesse's still a contender. Sammy's still a contender in it. All three of them are on my team, though.
Yeah, I don't want to spoil anything, but I mean, I agree Carla should be a front runner, but this is the first episode where we saw her go to tribal council, so
yeah,
I still need to see a little more.
Well, she does have an idol too. I mean, what more do you need to see?
It's gonna be found out.
Yeah, we'll see. We'll see.
All right. I mean,
we'll just
before you even get into the episode a bit, I just have a hypothetical about Carla a bit. Then, so do you think that she tells someone that she has an idol before it's found out?
I wouldn't. That's the thing, is like, because you always hear about Survivor players doing that. Don't tell people you have an idol. Kelly Wentworth did it. And it worked out really well for Kelly Wentworth.
Do you think it'd be bad if she didn't tell James? Or Cassidy, who she might be close with?
You don't need to tell them. They trust you without it. She seems like she's running that tribe.
I mean, obviously, Lindsay didn't trust her, which we'll get into later.
Lindsay didn't trust anyone. Dude, Lindsay had her own issues, which was weird. She was in the best. Let's we'll save that. So,
we see Vesey get back from camp after the vote out.
Go ahead. You wrote down the quote.
I mean, yeah, Cody gave quite the image in the viewer's mind for how it felt to vote out NECA. He said it was like his girlfriend dumped him, like a pizza guy that he ordered from that didn't show up, and his roommate drank all the beer in the fridge. Very relatable.
Yeah, it really paints a bad Saturday night for you right there. So yeah, no, that was yeah, it was weird. We didn't see a lot of the Vesey tribe.
We did.
Yeah, okay, actually, maybe we did a little bit. We'll get into it. We saw a lot of Cody.
We did.
This week. We didn't see a lot of Dwight. We saw a little bit of Dwight. Noelle kind of had a cool down episode. And Jesse's always consistently in there. So
they all had their moments in my mind.
Yeah, we'll get into. Noelle has one of my favorite lines, I think, this episode.
And then we see once they're at Vesey, they go to Sussy Baka tribe.
Yeah.
In which Sammy and Ellie are snuggled up a bit, trying to sleep, and Gabler takes it upon himself to help warm them up by putting palm fronds on them.
This is the thing, is because last episode we were like, he's not an idiot. He obviously read the clue, but it's kind of being an idiot by just putting palm fronds.
He's not socially aware.
No, he is not. Like, no, that I've never seen that, like, on people putting palm fronds.
I feel like I have. Like
maybe
recently.
Okay,
it might have been like 39.
I've never seen someone else put palm fronds on. I might have seen someone put palm fronds on themselves, but not on someone else.
No.
It was just not a good move. And
I mean, we got a little bit from Sammy where, I don't know, it indicated a bit that he might want to cut Gabler rather than work with him moving forward.
This is the thing, it's because it's kind of like where it's a personal thing or a strategic thing at this point. I don't know what you would choose, because Ellie's the more strategic player of the two. Clearly, and better social player, but
he's not socially aware. That's an issue. But he gets a guaranteed vote.
He is. That's the thing. So it's kind of,
he's loyal.
I don't think he'll get the votes at the end if you do bring it to the end.
Mm-hmm.
So you got to think of it like in multiple ways. Plus, he also has an idol, and we'll see if his tribe loses. Like, so if we do the earn the merge thing, you know, again, and he's on the losing tribe, and that tribe does not go back to tribal council until that merge, that he becomes very powerful in that. Mm-hmm. Because he's not going to get a vote because he can't. He's got an idol. So
pretty much.
Yeah. So we'll see if Yellow loses again. If they don't, then if they do lose again, then no harm, no foul. But they go into the merge.
I mean, we saw a little teaser in the preview for the next episode, which we'll get into at the end.
Yeah. So did we cut to blue before the challenge, or?
I don't think we did.
Yeah. The Blue Tribe is just kind of like, I don't think we would have saw them if they we barely saw them and they went to tribal. So
yeah, we went into the challenge, the reward challenge. It was like 5 minutes into the episode.
yeah.
It's pretty early, and I texted Alex because Survivor put on theirs, or I didn't text him. I tagged him on Instagram because they posted early. They showed that people would be having to throw in this challenge. I'm like, we're gonna see who can throw in this challenge, and boy did we.
Ryan's not War Dog bad.
He's not bad, but he just wasn't. You could tell he doesn't have like.
No, Cody was a beast.
Yeah,
man.
Cody could throw.
And Sammy held his own, but Ryan, man, like this was not like we've seen him do good in challenges past 3 episodes. He was not a good challenge.
He struggled in this challenge.
Yeah, and he struggled in the other one too. He did open up the lock for the keys.
Yep.
I was looked at Nick when I was watching. I was like, dude, he sucked today. Dude. He
did
sucked this episode.
That was my takeaway too.
Yeah. So, but this was actually a new challenge.
Mm-hmm.
Didn't have a puzzle at the end.
Enjoyable. That's nice.
Yeah. Still not as good as Australian Survivor challenges, but it's cool to see something new.
Mm-hmm.
Would you like to be in that hero role of what Cody and them did with the move the blocks and everything like that?
I mean, we've seen in the past where like the whole tribe has to get across. I would have liked that. I wouldn't mind. Like one person has to be the hero to throw all the blocks down, knock them all down. But
yeah.
To have the tribe all get across with like 3 blocks or something.
That's the thing is like, because this episode kind of show like when Blue does go to tribal council, they can't vote off Ryan. Because who are you gonna put into that role? Fucking Gio.
No, yeah, they need him.
So
we're seeing it every single challenge. It's pretty much showdown.
Cody, Sammy,
Yep.
Cody, Sammy, and Ryan. So
and this episode, Ryan fell short both times.
Yeah, but usually he hasn't been. So this was a new one.
It was a cool ending to the challenge too, having to throw on the disc. That disc was so small for the last one.
Yeah,
I can't even it was a toss up at that point.
Yeah, they were starting to catch up too, but
they did.
Yeah, it was a good challenge. The
Bessie pulled it out.
Yeah, the more important part is what happened after the challenge.
Yeah. It was quite surprising.
They get to steal something, which is something they did in Pearl Islands.
Mm-hmm.
But Pearl Islands was more fun because at the start of Pearl Islands, they used to buy. they got to buy stuff.
Yeah.
And so they had some good shit like hot sauce and stuff they got to steal or could have stolen.
And before they decide who they want to steal from, I actually did not know this, but did you know that you could trade a reward for a past reward?
No, that's not a thing. That is a very new Grandpa Jeff thing. It used to be, oh, fucking sucks, eat the raw fish.
And you know who knew it?
Who?
Dwight. He tweeted after at I forgot who it was. It was either Pretty or Idled Out.
Yeah.
Saying you study and you would know.
Really?
So Dwight must have been the one.
I've seen it happen, but like it used to be like you would trade like flint for fishing gear or something.
Yeah.
But like this, I've never like can you trade for anything then?
It has to be from past rewards.
What about? I was watching Once Upon an Island. They're like, can you do that for like individual rewards, like after the merge, where it's like, hey, here's a peanut butter and jelly sandwich. Can you be like, nope, I want the yacht reward. Bring the yacht back in.
Probably not.
So I thought that was pretty fun. Like that's a good point. Yeah, can you bring the yacht in for us? But no, what would you choose, fish or the fruit?
They didn't have a flint.
Well, so in season 12, Pearl Islands. Or no, Panama. They ate raw fish after their reward.
Yeah.
Because it was raining and they were so hungry. They're like, let's just eat the fish raw. And I would have probably chosen the fish. But like, hey, let's just start a fire. Let's try to start a fire.
I feel like my stomach would have been more upset from the fish than the fruit.
I would have wanted protein, man. I would have wanted protein. I don't even like fruit in general. I barely eat fruit now.
You get vitamins from it.
Yeah, I would have wanted some fucking fish. Dude, 10 big fish.
I know, but you can't. You need to cook it. That's the issue.
It would have been fine. And especially if they won the next challenge and got the flint back. Man, dude, you would have been like just grilling fish the day after.
And man, it seems like this season more than ever, there's just like, where are the people that can make fires without flint? Where are the people that can build shelters?
Yeah, that's not a thing anymore. Super fans don't know how to do that shit. They know how to strategize. But Noelle said my favorite line where Cody's like, what, you don't like sushi? She's like, no, I'm not eating fucking raw fish.
But yeah, we see Vessi go back to their camp and decide. we see all the tribes, like who they're
It
gonna
was
choose, who they're gonna
fun
choose.
fun editing right there,
Yeah.
where everyone's like, oh, they're gonna obviously come here.
Yeah.
What would you have done?
I think you have to go to Coco because they have 6.
No. I would have kept Coco as the villain. I would have tried to keep them stabilized as the power team, you know? I would, especially if you're Vessi going in with the lower numbers, you would try to, like, but you would want to kind of, like, keep good relations with Baka, too, because you're going to be like, hey, we want to work with you guys, as clearly we see it later. I don't know. Jesse, you wrote down another quote from your boy Jesse.
Oh, yeah. I mean, Cody, he's like, we have to. I mean, the obvious choice is Coco. We got to take the machete.
Yeah.
and then Jesse gets his confessional saying, if it was tatted face Jesse, I'd be like, yes,
Let's
obviously.
go for the jugular. But he lives in a cul-de-sac now. He can't do that.
No,
he's got to work. He's got to work with the HOA. So, no, Jesse. He made Dwight was really afraid of going for the jugular. I would have been like, Cody, let's fucking do it.
And then,
but I would have probably stole fishing gear from Baka. I would have been like, let's go fishing.
I don't even remember the awards they won.
Baka got the good rewards, believe it or not.
Yeah.
They got the fishing gear, and I think they got like the good fire making kit, if I remember correctly. I don't remember. I know they got the fishing gear because Gabe would have the Hawaiian sling. I don't know. I don't think enough lime. You don't have Dos Equis out there. Why are you getting limes?
No, I know.
So-
Yeah. To be honest, but who do you? At that moment in time, when you see Cody leaving the Vessi Beach, which tribe do you think he's going towards?
I thought when he kind of walks off by himself,
He's like,
there,
all right.
he's like, I'm going by myself. I was like, dude, he's going to get machete. And then he goes and he's like, hey,
He asked for
I want,
machete.
yeah, he's a salesman, dude. He's like, I want the machete. And I was like, damn, dude. Imagine him coming back to camp with the machete. Be like, I got the machete.
I know. I mean, Jesse would have just laughed.
Yeah, and Dwight and Noel would have been like, what the hell? That's the other problem is with like this hour.
This episode was funny.
This was, but like I would have liked another 60-minute episode to see like him come back to camp with that stuff, to see their reaction, to see what he got. But man, dude, like, do you believe what Carla said? With like, we let him get too much.
I can't believe what Cassidy said right before.
What?
She's like, so what are you gonna do with all that fish?
The
Eat
sashimi?
sashimi?
Yeah.
I'm like, you gonna say that before you take something? Like, bro, settle down.
Well, I mean, she was just joking.
I know it's a little jest.
But like, I don't think he didn't tell him that they switched the reward, right?
No,
Yeah, I wouldn't have done that.
he didn't.
So yeah, that was probably better. But yeah, what do you think about that? The whole trade that they had, because Cody kind of finessed them, dude.
He's a salesperson.
Yeah, because what is that like? Is that
It
taro?
looked like a root.
Yeah, is it like taro?
I don't know what it is.
Because I remember Tori last season started looking for like taro, but she was actually looking for an idol.
Vaguely, yes.
Yeah, so I wonder if that's what it is. And they gave him some limes.
That was big.
Yeah, and they gave him some limes and fishing gear. Yeah, I don't know.
Fishing gear is worth it. You can make up that fish, hopefully.
No, you're not gonna make up 10 fish.
Yeah, probably not.
So I don't know. I think it was but he did win that. He did finesse him.
Yeah, you did.
What do you need the machete for?
What do you need it for?
Yeah.
For cutting wood.
Okay. I guess.
Coconuts. Open coconuts.
Coconuts, maybe. Do they have a saw?
No.
They don't?
No.
Okay, because I remember in
That's what the machete's for.
in 32 they used a saw. Because like no, if they won like the
tool
wood,
chest.
yeah, they
Yeah.
might have had a saw. So I don't know.
I think Baka did.
Yeah, that might be.
Baka had a saw, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah. So yeah, he really kind of finessed them there, and Carla is pissed, and Carla's running that tribe.
Yeah.
So well, let's go into the immunity challenge.
It's an interesting challenge.
Yeah, I like the idea of having the puzzle that you kind of have to drag throughout the course, and it's 2 different puzzles. It was 4 pieces, right?
4 pieces.
Yeah, not like a crazy one,
Nope.
but a difficult one at that. Besides how it ended, it wasn't that interesting of a challenge. I like the ending though. With
Vessi helping out Baka.
yeah,
Oh yeah.
what do you feel about that? Like, okay, so if you're on Baka, how pissed are you? I mean, you're on Coco. How pissed are you if you're on Coco?
I mean, you saw Gio's reaction.
Yeah, I would have been like, be like, come merge, fuck you guys.
I mean, in my mind, before that even happened, I'm like, because I'm like, they're up ahead, I'm like, help Baka with the puzzle. And then they show Noelle helping, and I'm like, oh, fuck,
I want to see Baka go to Tribal Council, man. I want to see that shit show.
But we needed to see Coco go.
Coco finally played Survivor, so yeah. It was too much for some people. But man, if I was on Coco, like, if I had more people on Coco, I would have been pissed. I would have been like, what the hell? I would have been like, fuck you guys with the merge. Fuck you guys.
So. I mean, it was Coco's. I wouldn't be. It's tough because Coco was their. It's their fault that they're behind.
Yeah, but I don't know, man. It didn't like it worked out for me in the end for my team, but it didn't.
They had plenty of time.
It didn't sit right with me. I would have been pissed. I just know me, like dirty shit like that. I would have come in like. I would have kept that machete. I would have came in hacking, dude, at the merge. So it was, man. Noelle kind of looks like there's a Baka Vessi kind of alliance going on there.
Yeah, it was specifically with Noelle. So we'll see.
But I mean, she had good relationships with James. It seemed like on that, like she's doing a weird thing there, where like her, James, and Owen went to that camp. If anyone shouldn't be choosing a side, it should be Noelle. Mm-hmm. You could see James just standing there like, what the hell is this?
And I want to say, I think I was right in my prediction in saying that Vessi kind of lost their dead weight in challenges, and NECA, and I think...
Yeah, they did pretty damn good.
They're going to stay strong through the merge.
We'll see how it goes. But they look pretty good today. Yeah. The puzzle was easier, so... Mm-hmm. But... It is what it is. We'll see how... I still like NECA. I feel bad for her.
But. Yeah, I do. Of course.
We'll see how they do. So Coco finally goes to Tribal Council.
Yeah.
I was watching Russell Muscle today. This is for Survivor fans because there was something. Ryan said like, "Hey, let's eat before we strategize."
Yeah.
Good call. Because if you don't eat before you go to Tribal Council, you're probably not going to eat. Like, you got to eat first thing. So any future Survivor fans, listen to Russell Muscle. Eat before you start strategizing. Just be like, hey, let's all have some coconut first and then we strategize. A low-key moment there, but something that I think people should...
It's decent advice, but I don't know if you want to be the one to push the agenda.
Well, I mean...
Because it could backfire.
No one's going to be like, no, let's not eat. You just say, hey, let's...
I mean, yeah, no one wants to be the one that steps forward and say no. I get it.
So you just say, hey, let's eat real quick, and then let's start strategizing. So...
We see Coco back at camp.
Gio is running that tribe, man.
I know. He's like, I have the numbers.
Mama. I got everything planned out.
Cassidy is gunning for me. I need to get her out.
She just cut coconuts weird, apparently. So no, he got a little too big for his britches, I think. He's not running that tribe. No. Him and Ryan, and weird, Ryan's saying he feels closest with James and Gio. Like him and Gio has been shown to be close, but I thought like Carla was the third in that little squad there.
Yeah, I mean, from what we've seen, it should have been Carla, but I don't know.
Maybe him and James built a relationship over the course of the days that we haven't seen because they don't show us Coco. Mm-hmm. But yeah, the real alliance at the start kind of seemed like it was the girls and James, and they had a clear target of Gio.
And it seemed like that was gonna stay for the episode.
And I thought the whole like Lindsay shit was a decoy. And I thought obviously
so did I.
Fucking Gio, but no, and then I was thinking maybe I was like watching this and I was like there might be a 3-2-1 vote. There might be a 3-2-1, but man, Lindsay, what happened with her?
Paranoia. Yeah. I mean, like I've said on previous episodes, this is the first time we've seen them go to Tribal Council, so we didn't know how they played, and
do you think it was because
had no foresight?
They hadn't gone to Tribal Council for so long that do you think that built up the paranoia by chance, or do you think it had like nothing to do with it? Like, because she
I think it was going to happen regardless.
Yeah, but like say Coco lost the first challenge, do you think she would have had the same kind of like nerves, or do you think it's because she was sitting out on the island for? What are we at? Day 12? Day 10? Something like that?
Day 10.
Day 10. Yeah, you think that might have like the thought of not going to Tribal Council marinated too much or something?
It could have.
Yeah.
For sure.
Yeah, good. This is a good teaching episode for future Survivor players, you know? Gotta trust in the process, says James. Or, James said, trust in the process.
Trust the process.
Yeah, Nick's starting to like James. Nick's my little brother, by the way. he likes James a lot. He's like, I want him to be the villain. He's like, I love that confessional with him in front of the water, just like going up, like, you gotta trust the people you're with, and he just walks through the water.
Oh, man.
James had a good episode.
Yeah.
They didn't show him on his birthday, though, so I'm considering him out of winter contention.
I mean, I would consider Cassidy out, but...
She still had confessionals this episode.
So did James.
Yeah, but she had confessionals during James's birthday.
Okay, bro.
When James didn't. Regardless, Carla is running that tribe.
Yeah.
I mean, she was like, Cassie is not going. And Cassie was not mentioned after Gio. Lindsay got too paranoid.
Yeah.
And the tribal council is kind of boring.
It was boring.
Until the votes. Because you were mostly like, hey, Lindsay got a lot of like fucking hype going into this tribal council. And you're only like, but would they vote off Lindsay? Because Lindsay's actually a decent, I think, challenge competitor. Mm-hmm. They never sat her out.
No.
They would sit Gio out and Cassie, but they never sat Lindsay out.
Mm-hmm.
What do you think of the move? Like
on their part?
Yeah, I mean, so like say you're James.
I feel like they're comfortable with the strong three. But I feel like James is kind of in the middle of either three. Or either duo if you wanted to go with them.
It didn't look like he had any like real intentions of working with Ryan or Gio though. Maybe Ryan, but Gio I don't think he really... No,
but...
Because he left Gio out of the votes. Gio was out of the votes.
Yeah, that's what I wanted to bring up. It reminded me of Romeo a bit from last season. Just no clue what's going on and voting.
But Romeo had the power in his tribe. It was when he went to the merge, he fucking lost power all of a sudden. Like going into at his tribe, he was the bigger power player.
It was. I think it was one of the votes where Romeo was like. I think it was the first vote where he was dead set on voting someone. That's what it felt like.
I think it was probably Jonathan.
Yeah, that's what it felt like with Gio.
Yeah, but like Ryan didn't even loop Gio in on this.
No, that's not good.
Or maybe Ryan did say something like, because we do see like in the next episode, maybe this was just a principle thing for Gio. Like, I'm going for Lindsay regardless. Maybe he did.
Or Cassie.
Or Cassie. Maybe Ryan's like, hey, we're all voting Lindsay. Like, Lindsay's the vote.
Yeah.
And Gio's like, fuck it. I'm still voting Cassie. I don't give a fuck.
That might have happened, yeah.
Just on pure principle, like old school Survivor. Like, I don't care. I'm just going to vote who I want.
My main takeaway, it seems like Carla and James are closest out of everybody.
Yeah, it seems like that.
Well, they're in a power position. Gio and Ryan are close.
Yeah, and Cassie, I think.
Cassie and Carla.
It's weird. Do you think Cassie becomes a middle or a...
No, her and Gio.
You don't think she's in the middle?
Her and Gio.
Well, but it would... Yeah.
It's divisive.
Then Gio's or Ryan are fucked then. I mean, Ryan did vote.
That's why I said... I think James, if he wanted to go with them, he could, but I think he ultimately sticks with Carla.
Yeah, I think Carla is, like, I don't think anyone's targeting Carla, and I think Carla's going to get her way, and I think Carla has good relationships with everyone. Maybe not Ryan, it seems like.
No.
But Gio likes Carla, maybe not after this episode, but Cassie definitely does, and James looks close.
I mean, they probably like him because they didn't vote him out, so.
Who, Ryan?
No, they didn't vote Gio out.
No, it's because I would have voted Gio off and been like...
Me too.
I would have voted Gio off and then been like, Lindsay, look, we're voted with you. Fucking relax. And then if Lindsay still acts paranoid, then you boot her off. But I think the nerves, I don't know. I'm not on the island, so I'm not seeing how paranoid she was. If she was being that paranoid, but like everyone is, I guess.
So yeah, let's just get into our rankings moving forward, I guess. The idea is we'll go tribe by tribe, ranking each person from who we think is going to perform the best moving forward.
You want to rank what tribe we think is going to do best at the merge too? So like I think like Baka tribe is going to be the best, or
I mean, tribe. It can fluctuate by episode, but yeah, we can do that.
Okay.
Do you want to start with Baka?
I think they're going to be
rank them.
Yeah, I think
you're probably going to say Sammy, huh? Sammy won.
Yeah, I'm going to say Sammy won. I think Sammy's in the best spot by far.
I would say Ellie.
Oh, Ellie is in a terrible spot.
Just because there's a lot of males left.
Well, that doesn't help her at all.
Merge.
Yeah, that doesn't help her at all. I don't think...
the best spot...
On that tribe?
am I ranking my best spot or who I think is going to be the best moving forward? I still think Ellie's going to do the best moving forward. So I'm going to say Ellie.
We'll see.
And you're going to say Sammy 1?
I'm going to say Sammy or Owen.
Okay.
I think Owen didn't have a lot of content. I don't remember him really being on this episode.
He had quite the teaser, which we'll get into for the next episode.
Maybe. I don't remember the next episode. I just remember Gio yelling at Cassidy. But yeah, so Owen is, I think, actually, now that I look at it, Owen might be in the best spot on that tribe. But I think Sammy's playing hard, it seems like, but he's not really getting any backlash.
I'm fine if you want to put Sammy 1. I'll put Sammy 1.
I can do it either way. I thought are we doing individually?
Yeah, we can do a consensus.
Okay.
We can do Sammy 1.
Let's do Sammy 1, I think. I do think Sammy is probably in the best spot, and I think Owen is number 2.
That's fine. Owen's in a pretty good spot.
And then we'll say Ellie.
Gabler I'd put 5th, even with his advantage.
I would put... Yeah, I'd put him. I don't think Janine's going to win, but I think Janine, like, she's out of it, like, because they're not giving her any content, but she's still in a better spot than Gabler. Yeah. I think they just show Gabler more because it's fucking Gabler. You gotta show Gabler.
Pretty much.
But I would rank this tribe number 2 of all the strong tribes in the position they're in. Because I think it looks like...
I've changed my mind, actually, who's probably number 1. I thought this was number 1. I agree this is 2.
I think they're number 2. Because I think
number 1's Bessie.
I think number 1 is Bessie. Yeah. Okay.
let's get into Bessie.
Yeah, let's get into Bessie. Best player on the tribe.
I think it's still Jesse.
I'm gonna say Cody actually.
You gonna say Cody?
Yeah.
I would say Cody too.
This is okay. So this is weird because they're at 4. So everyone is kind of equal in a way in that sense. Scenario.
Yes, I'm comfortable putting Dwight 4.
I'm not. I'd put Noel 4. I think Noel's in the worst spot.
Noel. Okay.
I think Dwight is in a sneaky good spot. I think the only thing that could hurt, like, I think he's a little young to handle the power that he's in, but I think actually, like, they're not showing him that much, so I don't think he's going to win just off of edging, but I think in the position he's in, I think he is in a better spot than people would expect.
Do we both, I guess, I don't know if we have consensus, but at least the consensus is, in some order, Cody and Jesse 1, 2, and then Dwight, Noel 3, 4.
I would put Dwight even in 1, 2. I would put Cody.
What's up with Jesse? Lay it out.
No, I like Jesse. I think Jesse is just. I think he's too good for his own good. I think Jesse is too good. Like, we'll see. I think he has the edit. I think they show him a lot, so clearly he's an important character. Just like if I was on the island, like, especially, it's like, I'm like, with people with 4 tribes, it's tough to really have power.
Pretty much, yeah.
So, I mean, everyone's vote is 25%, where...
And that tribe's crazy with the advantages.
Yeah, so it'd be like, but if they go to tribal, it's like, who goes? Is it, because Dwight and I think Noel are going to stick together. I think Cody and Jesse are going to stick together.
That would be my assumption, yeah.
But then it's also fluid, because I could easily see anyone going on that tribe. I don't know, because I could see Dwight
going back to Jesse and being like, look, she has still a vote.
Yeah, or Dwight just being like, Cody's crazy, we gotta get Cody off. Or Dwight being like, hey, I don't want to go, let's vote off Noel. Or Cody even be like, hey, let's get Jesse out. Like, I could easily see anyone trying to save each other or save themselves. So that tribe is tough. But I do think probably going into the merge, I think they're going to stick strong. Just because... I
do too.
Just because they're a minority tribe at this point. So I think they're going to... Unless they somehow... Everyone goes in 4-4-4. And I don't think...
And funny enough, that's the most experienced tribe with tribal councils.
That is.
2 now.
And I don't think Noelle is as adventurous about flipping as she promoted. But maybe. We'll find out.
Yeah.
So let's get to your game.
And then Coco.
Coco, yep.
My gang.
You have like 4 guys on that tribe.
I have the 3 guys. You have the 2 women left on that tribe.
Yeah, I do. Yeah.
Which are... all right, consensus. Carla 1.
James
Gio 5.
Yeah, Gio 5.
James 2.
James 2, definitely James 2. And I would put
Cassidy 3. And then Ryan 4.
I think you could... Either one of those. Like, you could flip them back and forth, I think.
That's fair.
I think...
But that one's pretty easy.
Yeah, that is. I think Carla is clearly number 1. I think James is clearly number 2.
Yeah.
And I think Ryan or Cassie, if you wanted to fight over Ryan being number 3, I'd be like,
I was going to say Cassie.
I'd be like, fine. But I was like, Cassie, like, they're irreplaceable.
Only because she's working with Carla.
Yeah, but Ryan is too. They voted together.
Yeah.
I'm wondering if he's working with Carla or James more. But that's my only thing. I think he's probably going James more.
Yeah, considering the bit we got from Gio saying he's tight with James, I would think it's probably James for Ryan.
Yeah, but Gio is absolutely at the bottom.
Yeah.
Man, he was running that tribal.
And James, I didn't even think of this. James tried to help his counterpart from Philly, right? Lindsay was from Philly as well.
Yeah, they were. So
to no avail.
So I think I don't know how many other people are from the same states.
Gio and
Cody, but I don't think they're gonna get along.
There's still a few from California.
Yeah, dude. Carl had a quote where he's like, "Hello," or "I'm from Hawaii," and she's like, "You're from Idaho, dude. Relax." Carla had a good quip there.
Yeah, it was pretty funny.
The comedy comes from Cody. They're clearly just like everything Cody does is fucking hilarious.
Yes.
I didn't like him, but I like him now because they're making fun of him. But yeah.
The only other thing I want to talk about, so we got a little preview for next episode.
I don't remember much of it. I remember Gio just reaming Cassie, and I remember being like, was she out of the vote or something?
They showed 3 people walking on a beach. It looked like for another advantage. I believe this time it was Jesse. I want to say either Gio or Cassidy, and then the last one was Ellie.
Ooh, I don't like Ellie going.
Yeah.
Oh, speaking of Ellie, I saw that there was an archetype that is forming between like the Tori, Angelina, and Ellie. Not really relevant, but Angelina I think had a kid today. So congratulations, Angelina. Hope you come back though. Don't let this kid distract you from your duties of being on our second chance Heroes vs. Villains.
We need you on another season.
No, you are coming back.
Season 45.
I think it might be 45. They might be having a return. So,
but yeah,
be prepared for that.
There's one other thing that we got from the teaser episode. It was at Baca, funny enough. It seems like Owen might find an advantage, like an idol.
Oh, you do not want him to have one.
My question is, so the other 2 tribes, it was found...
It was to Beware?
Yeah, there was found with 6 people.
Oh, man, I don't know if you would have the clout to get the Beware, but maybe.
Did they swap out because the other 2 tribes, they found it with 6 people.
Yeah.
His tribe is 5.
Yeah.
Does that matter?
No. You just got to find the 5 now, or you got to find the other 4.
It'd be kind of fucked if they had to get all 5 and someone had to find it by then, you know?
What do you mean?
Or if you have to find it before someone goes home your first tribal. Otherwise, you lose your vote just next tribal regardless.
No, I don't. Yeah, that would suck. I mean, they wouldn't do it then, but I think it would be like you have to get your remaining tribes pieces. They're not going to ask for them to get fucking Mariah's pieces. She's gone. Yeah. Unless there are bags there, then maybe you have to take it. But
so next boot, wrap it up real quick. Yeah. I don't think that
from each tribe.
I don't think. Oh, from each tribe?
Yeah. So
I think Gio sits out of the challenge, which is interesting. But they lost anyway.
I'm not surprised. I mean, I think Gio's going to be going if...
I think Gio goes.
I think Gio goes. I think Gabler goes.
He's going to play his advantage.
Oh, yeah, he might. Then Janine goes. They haven't really built up Janine being...
Who's going to vote for Janine?
The boys. The boys are going to vote for Janine.
And the girls will still vote for Gabler regardless?
I think they... I don't know.
I mean, all 3 boys, you're saying?
Yeah. I think Gabler, Janine... Or Gabler, Sammy, and Owen are going to vote for Janine. I mean, Janine hasn't really got the edit to...
Gabler wants Ellie, though.
Yeah, but I don't think Sammy and Owen would let that happen. I think Sammy and... Or, I don't know.
Sammy wants to do the boys. I don't think Owen would want it to happen, no.
We'll see. I mean, I don't know. Maybe he might lose a vote. He might lose his vote.
I think Sammy goes. I'll stick with it. I said it last episode.
You think Sammy's going to go?
I think
you just
Owen...
put him at the top of the power rankings. What the hell is that? Now he's going to go?
Oh, man. I'm contradicting myself. At the end of the day, I still think that... Well, I think that tribe gets to the merge. That's the thing.
Intact?
Yeah.
Ooh, maybe.
But in this scenario, I think Owen sticks with the girls. But if he gets an advantage and loses his vote, then shit's going to hit the fan.
Yeah, no, I'm kind of hoping for that.
Or if Ellie loses her vote going to get an advantage, shit's going to hit the fan.
I want to see Baca go to tribal. I want to see. That is just a pressure cooker right
next
there.
Episode, yeah.
Yeah, I want to see it.
And then Vesey.
I don't know. Anyone can go.
Anyone. With the advantage is anyone.
Yeah, I don't think Jesse would go. But
He doesn't have advantage, and neither does Dwight.
Well, we'll see if he's going on to that island.
Noelle can make a vote 2-2 regardless.
She could, yeah. So Noelle, I don't think Noelle's gonna go.
And
But
Cody has an idol.
and I think, yeah. So yeah, there you go. I don't think I don't really care. I think anyone could go from that tribe. I think anyone could go.
We'll see you next Tribal Baka. That's our prediction.
Oh, dude, that would be a fun tribal.
And one of you guys, I think, with our prediction, I pretty much predicting that one of them will not have a vote. Someone on that tribe.
Maybe we'll see. Well, like you said, they're probably the best physically fit challenge. The guys are probably the strongest at this point. But yeah, I don't know. I don't like this new island they're going to. Like with the Beware of it. Like
it's all right.
The location does not matter, Survivor. Just stop doing it.
It doesn't.
Stop doing it. Have people steal stuff from other people. It was much more fun. That was much more fun than seeing someone go to an island and spin a wheel.
But that wraps up our episode recap for episode 4 of Survivor Season 43. Be sure to follow us on Twitter at PlanVoodooPod. Hit us at our Gmail for any questions or lovely comments. That is planvoodoo.treemail@gmail.com.
They don't have to be lovely either. If you want to fight, we'll fight. I don't care.
I know. Yeah.
If you want to debate, be like, Owen's going to win. I'll fucking debate with you.
Yeah. And like always, down on the Spotify at the bottom of the episode, on mobile or even on PC, you'll see who will be the next voted out. Make sure to reply with your answer. We just want to hear from you guys, what you guys think. And yeah, this is Plan Voodoo, where a split vote makes you Geo.